They've traveled across the lands to uncover a world where oceans are alive. Mountains call out. Forests share their secrets, animals thrive, and where nature is the overpowering force. They've shown determination, grit, and sheer will with 2,500 kilometers of coastline, towering mountain ranges, unforgiving deserts, 9 provinces, changing landscapes, and a wealth of flora and fauna, and the roughest kids around. South Africa is our playground, and this is Roughing It Out. Round 1 will see the fierce wildebeest compete against wild cheetahs for a cash prize of 10,000 rand, and even more importantly, for the chance to say without question that they have roughed it out.
More Roughing It Out, the show that puts ordinary kids through extraordinary challenges. Recently, we explore the Old Warren area in the Klein Karoo.
Rough It Out by showing the survival skills and the ability to stay cool while under pressure.
So just in case you missed it, here's a flashback just for you.
You eat, you can eat. No, yes. Of course not. I'm tasting. I'm the
I enjoyed it when we were having a laugh about eating the chocolate that we were supposed to put on top of the dessert.
Looks like we are, I don't know whether it's called warming up or cooking the dessert.
Wild cheetahs, you are our overall winners and you've earned yourselves 10 rough points.
Yes! Welcome, teams. Now that you've proven how well you can survive in the rough, we thought it was time to put your teamwork to the test.
We'll be looking at how well you can listen to each other, whether you can trust each other, and if you can rely on each other in order to win. Only time will tell.
Today's challenges are made of several stages where you'll be given instructions at each stage. Mike today is a rough guide and he will fill you in on your first stage.
Good morning, kids. My name is Mike, as you've heard. You can call me Mike or Uncle Mike as you please. Welcome to the Little Karoo at the foothills of the Swartberg Mountains. A very good place to be, an area that's very well known for its caves. If you look over to your right, you'll see there's holes in the mountain. That's typical in this area where we find our caves. I have structured some very interesting challenges for you. You think you've got what it takes to win it?
Yes!
Okay, we'll see later on.
Right, thank you so much, Mike. Teams, do you all understand what you need to do?
Yes!
Teams, do you all understand what you need to do?
Yes!
Thank you.
Okay then, let's wrap it out.
For stage 1, the teams will need to navigate a minefield while being blindfolded. They need to make it safely across without touching any balls or crossing the boundary rope, all while being guided by their team.
Teams, welcome to the Minefield Challenge.
Mike, you can set them off.
Okay, teams, you are all ready to go. Remember, it's against the clock and stay focused. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, wait, take a big step, Chuma. Go there. Okay, go right. Chuma, take a big step.
Go back.
Oh no, go back. Okay, take a big...
I thought the challenge was really easy, but I found it very hard because we needed communication and trust.
Seems like there's madness and mayhem. It's just rough right here.
Yeah. And now, don't put your other big step with your right foot, but don't put it next to your right foot. Okay, yes, okay. Now put your other foot in front of that foot, but on the side of it.
Seems like there's lots of shouting and not much listening.
Go, Benji. Now, take a big step with your left foot, but don't put it next to your
Looks like Benji's trying the no-look dash.
Take a big...
Ek het baie geniet omdat dit ek hou van goeders wat met my brein rondmors wat so moeilik is om aan te dink. En dan kry ek eers 'n antwoord na 'n rukkie. Dis soos ietsie wat jy moet onthou het waar jy trap.
Go to the left of your left foot.
The wild cheetahs keep touching the balls, while Sisa is forging ahead slow and steady.
To the side a little bit. Yeah, move it a little bit. Okay.
Me and Rohan were the first ones to be blindfolded, and Hope and Tato were the ones who were going to direct us. Hope was directing me and Tato was directing Rohan.
With Sisa edging ever closer, the pressure is on to make it. Both teams need to stay focused and listen to their teammates.
We needed to have trust in other people, in Hope and Tato. And they needed to communicate well and shout so that we can hear them properly, that we don't trap on the balls and we can go down there smoothly.
The fierce wildebeest are nearly there. They're getting it. Jump! Just do a big jump. Do a big jump. Yeah! It's a turnaround for the fierce wildebeest. Now it's on for the two next contestants to go to the other side. They're doing really great. Yes!
Dit was baie moeilik om my spanmaat te hoor wat my moes help, want die ander span moes dieselfde doen in dieselfde tyd. So dit was baie moeilik en dat ek klaar gemaak het, was ook nog steeds moeilik om die ander te help om ook deur te kom.
When Chuma had to guide me through, she didn't really because she talked very soft, so I couldn't really hear.
Ons het goed gedoen. Dit was toe ons moes kommunikeer het Tara gedeelte gedink ons gaan haar aan 'n verkeerde pad lei toe probeer sy self deurkom.
With Tyra veering off course, it looks like the fierce wildebeest may have a shot at victory with Tato.
We tried to go on the side where the balls were not that spread out. There weren't a lot of balls there, so we decided to go on that side.
Tato is literally one step away from victory. Oh, and Tyra kicks another ball. Oh
Yes,
no!
the wildebeest have done and completed their challenge. They are the first team to win. They say teamwork makes dream work, but I don't know. Well, we'll have to wait to see after the break who's living the dream.
For stage 2, the teams will need to make it through the spider web. They are not allowed to touch any ropes. An opening can only be used once, and this will be a time challenge.
Yes, exactly.
I thought that in Spider's Web Challenge the holes were all big and it was very easy to go through because we were all communicating when we were trying to go through. But then we knew our communication would work, but it turned out communication didn't matter at all because we had to tell each other what we were going to do, but if we didn't have the upper body strength, we barely could get anyone through.
No, you guys touch as well. Yeah. Yes, it does count when you touch.
I think the idea was good.
Yeah, it was. Good job, guys.
I thought the spider challenge was going to be very easy because I saw the holes and I thought the holes were big enough for us to fit in, but some of us couldn't.
Who's right? I'm not right. No. You are. You want to try? You want to try? Okay, try.
The fierce wildebeest have decided to lift Hope and put her through the hole. Like a boss.
Nice one.
We carried each other. So I put a Hope in the biggest one, no in the smallest one because she's skinny. So we put it through, we carried her and put her through.
You're already touching, Sisa.
Touching.
It was my first time doing it and I thought that every time I would go through, I would touch the spider web and start again over and over. So they decided to carry me my feet, my legs. They carried me through and I was actually through.
Guide her, guide her, guide her, guide her, guide her.
Good.
Then we tried Rowan and it didn't work a lot of times, like about 5 times, and it didn't work.
Okay.
Oh, careful guys. Let's hope Rowan is okay. These kids will do anything to win.
And then after we tried the 6th time, it actually eventually worked.
And immediately they struggled to get Tato through.
Take your time, slow, slow.
The thing that slowed us down was the clothing. The clothing kept going like that. as we were in this position, and then which made us keep touching the net.
It seems like the last one is the most difficult one. Let's hope they'll make it in time. Almost there, almost there.
Almost there, focus.
Yes, yes, they did it. Good job, guys. Good job.
The thing that was positive that made us go through quicker is that we were working as a team. We were helping each other by holding each other's legs and arms.
Yes, we did it, guys. Woo!
The fierce wildebeest completed their challenge. Let's see how the wild cheetahs will do.
Cheetahs!
At the count of 3, I'll press the start button. 1, 2, 3. Away you go. Take your time, but concentrate.
For i-spider web challenge, into endiyikhumbulayo mna bana ilantuze umntu wokuqala ongena.
First one is through in 1 minute 26.
Ons plan was dat ek en Sigle sou deur die klein gegaan. Toe het dit nie so goed gewerk nie. Toe gaan ek en Sigle en Tara deur die groot stene.
Nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Yes.
Second one is through. 4 minutes.
The spider's web was challenging because the last person had to go through the top of the spider's web, and then
You need to go back.
everyone that was on the other side had to help without going around to the other person to help them.
Touch.
You're touching. Remember,
Touching
guys,
big time.
Don't touch.
Umntu ebelantuza ebetatsha laa nto ibisithi sonke because umntu ebeyitatsha efuneke even naxa ungaphayana kulaa spider web uyofuneka ungayitatshi.
Focus now, focus.
Wild cheetahs.
Slow, 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 slow.
You can do it. You
Almost
can do
there.
it.
Assist, 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 assist.
Relax. Careful. Careful.
You did it, guys. Yes.
Into ebisixabisane ibingekho but sesavuya kakhulu kuba silantuze singene ngaphaya.
For stage 3, the teams will once again be blindfolded. They will need to find the rope, untangle it, and then make a square using the rope.
On the count of 3, you can start. 1, 2, 3. Away you go. The stopwatch is running.
And the wild cheetahs are off to a great start as Sigle finds the rope.
Okay, it seems like the rope has been found in 33 seconds.
Into besixothizisa beyintambo. Like biqhiniwe so besingakwazi ikhulula. And futhi ikhulula iphinde iqine kwelinye icala. So la ndawo benzima.
3 minutes and they're still battling to find the other end and untangle it. Okay, it seems like the other end has been found. Now, can they untangle it?
We got a rope and we had to untangle it. So we first had to look for the end of the rope, and then we had to try and take it out of the knot.
You're getting there, but it will take communication.
Yes.
All of you.
Ons almal het as 'n span gewerk en het na mekaar se idees geluister. Behalwe toe sommer nie so baie wou kommunikeer het, toe weet ons nie waar sy is nie. Dit maak dit vir ons moeilik. Totdat ons die touw gekry het en losgemaak het, het sy begin praat en kommunikeer. Dis toe ons die vierkant toe begin maak.
The wild cheetahs are nearly there, with their shape looking really good.
And we all took a corner, like we made a corner, and then we had to make it like straight, super straight.
Are you guys happy with your current shape?
Okay, let go of the rope once you've finished.
Okay.
All right, then Mike, please stop the clock.
Stopping the clock.
They stopped the clock and the wild cheetahs are happy with their current shape. Up next is the fierce wildebeest.
Wildebeest!
Communicate, guys. Talk to each other. Tato, you're headed in the right direction.
Almost there, Tato.
Yes.
Oh, the rope has been found. The rope has been found.
Okay, so the rope has been found. Let the grabbing begin.
So the plan was that once we found the rope, that each of us would take an end once it was tied, and we would stretch it in like a square, each corner, like we would stand like in each corner of a square, and then we would stretch it in that direction until it made a perfect square.
Remember, it needs to be a square.
In the end, one side of our square was perfect, but the other end, our two corners were close together.
That's your final product.
Yes. Guys, are you happy with your shape? With both teams completed, it's time to go to the next stage. Which team will take the win for the day? There's only one way to find out. Tune in after the break.
For the Wool Web Challenge, the teams must use the yarn provided and create a spider web on the fence. Teams need to use all the yarn and cannot break it.
The teams are working hard on design here.
We're doing 4 lines so that it makes the middle of the spider web, and then as soon as that's done, we're going to make a circle.
Oh, slip.
Stop this, oh snap.
Okay, the designs are starting
Guys,
to take shape.
maybe we should be like every 2 blocks we put it in. So like maybe we should just lift it up from there.
Guys, just it looks like the fierce wildebeest are in for a good start. Good communication skills and good planning.
Yeah, I should go behind here so we can see.
Go behind there.
So the next challenge was the wool web, where we had a ball of yarn and we had to make a spider web. We could create any type of spider web, any design, but we weren't allowed to break the wool.
Everybody seems to be involved. Wild cheetahs have come up with a good strategy. They got somebody on the other side to assist them.
The teams are getting stuck in and seem to be working well as their wool webs start to take shape.
Nice going, fierce wildebeest.
Guys, why don't you stop here?
It's taking shape. Everybody's involved. Stay focused now. Don't drop the ball.
The thing that I mostly enjoyed was when we had to make our own wool web.
Go for it, go for it, go for it, fierce wildebeest.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's actually quite cool because it's...
Just do the thing. Just because it's going to waste time. Up here, up here.
It would go we first decided to make a circle, but then we ended up making a square, and so we had to kind of find a way to use the square as the spider web.
Now for the final touches and making sure it looks good and is solid.
We're almost finished.
Toen ons klaar was, toe het Mike gesê dat ons moet nou die ander span se web probeer afkry dat dit weer in 'n bolletjie is en vir hom gee het. En die eerste span wat dit gedoen het wen.
To complete this challenge, I'm now going to ask you to swap sides, the two teams, and you have to untangle the spider's web.
En wat moeilik was om die ander span se web te ontbind.
Both teams are working really hard to untangle each other's webs.
Both teams are doing well. It's going to be anybody's game here.
Great work, great work.
Is everybody pulling in the same direction?
And we won that challenge because we made our wool web very difficult.
Whoa! Look at Benji, even trying to bite his way through the web.
Ek geskik ons moes gehoor dat ons moes hulle web ontbind, want hulle het soos baie keer oor dieselfde maniere gegaan en hulle het baie knope gemaak wat styf was.
Yes, wildebeest are bringing up a ball, and that's it. They are finished. Well done, guys. Well done.
For the final stage, the rough kids will need to zip line in pairs across the course. The team to have all its members across first wins.
Okay, so the rough kids are about to go on their fifth and final challenge for the day. Yes, guys, let's rough it out.
All the way.
After a hard day of challenges, the rough kids can conquer fears, have fun, and see amazing sights at the Kango Cave zip line.
The thing I most enjoyed is when we got to go down that 500 meters zip line. It was so fun. Only when you got to the middle, you just feel all the wind come on your face.
After all the fun and thrills, it was the fierce wildebeest who finished first.
And it's half from the fierce wildebeest! Yay! Caesar! Fierce wildebeest doing it! Girl power! How was it, Hope? So nice. How was it, Caesar? Yo, it was so great.
The thing that I learned from the zip line challenge is that not to be scared and trust one another and trust the zip line that it won't let you go.
Teams, you literally gave it your all today. You had one common goal, to win each stage.
But guys, Mike is going to give us a breakdown of all of today's challenges.
We started off the first activity being the minefield. The winners of that activity were the fierce wildebeest. We then moved on to the second one, which is the spider's web, which is a bit more physical. And the winner of the spider's web activity was wild cheetahs. So they are hitting back at you, We moved on to blind square, and the winner of the blind square was once again wild cheetahs. That makes wild cheetahs 2, fierce wildebeest 1. We moved on to the zip line. The winner of the zip line activity was fierce wildebeest. Okay, so that's 2 each. And then we moved on to the fifth activity, which was called the wool web. Once again, a lot of frustration, but the team that managed to undo it in the smallest possible time was fierce wildebeest. Okay, so well done to all of you.
Well done to all of you. And remember, next week brings new challenges and all new opportunities.
Thank you so much, Mike. It was really amazing having you with us.
I thoroughly enjoyed that as well.
After another thrilling day, it's time to go back to the base camp, and while we do that, you check out the scoreboard.
With a jam-packed day of challenges complete, it was the fierce wildebeest who raked in 10 rough points, while the wild cheetahs remain on 20 points.
It's been a trying day for the rough kids, and next week promises more excitement as they take on even greater challenges.
Join us next week as the wild cheetahs and fierce wildebeest continue their rough adventures.